a wind shift could cause catastrophe.
That's what East Mountain homeowners fear tonight as they watch a rapidly growing fire in an area south of Tijeras. News 13's Alex Tomlin is live in the Newsplex. Alex?
Diane, it's called the main fire, and it's been burning for more than 2 weeks in an area where the military did a lot of munitions testing a long time ago. Some of that stuff is still live, and it has limited what firefighters can do. But people who live nearby say the Forest Service should have done more sooner. Flames have blackened at least 200 acres, and many more may be burning. The fire took off Sunday when the humidity fell and the winds picked up.
There was an awful lot of smoke, and the fire was huge, and it seemed to be out of control and appeared to be coming this way.
Robert Henry has a perfect view of the inferno from his home. An inferno burning where there's leftover live ammunition. Because of that, the Forest Service has not sent any ground crews in since a lightning bolt ignited it 2 weeks ago. And they still can't go in. But aerial tankers are now hitting the flames. The Forest Service didn't attack the fire aggressively from the start because they were counting on the humidity to damp it down.
Since the fire was small, we didn't have to go right away to the utilization of air resources. Okay? If the fire happened during high fire season, there would have been justification to bring in a $30,000 air tanker and say, you know, hit it right away with all the resources that we had.
Dekai insists residents are safe.
This fire is contained within that withdrawal land right now, and it's not a threat to the community. There are no evacuations in place.
Despite those assurances, homeowners are uneasy.
They should have been dropping something on it instead of letting it go in this dry weather.
Even though they've been paying close attention to it, in my opinion, it's been let go too long.
Reinforcements like the Navajo Scouts have been called in.
We are geared up to be out for 14 days.
160 people are now fighting the fire around the clock. Diane?
Well, the spring fire season was fairly calm in New Mexico, but an unusually hot, dry summer has now raised the fire danger.
Some other fires are throwing up a lot of smoke in the Four Corners. The Narragansett fire has blackened about 5,300 acres 12 miles southeast of Dove Creek, Colorado. It is not threatening any homes. Neither is the nearby Bradfield Bridge fire. About 150 firefighters are battling those places. Dry lightning sparked all of those fires.
So when might we see some rain? Here's Mark Ronchetti.
Well, it just depends on where you are, you guys. There is some good news out there. So we'll look at the fire danger with the main fire, and it really kind of give you a wider look here as well. Now, the main fire, for the most part, is going to be able to lay down tonight with some increasing moisture with nightfall. And then over the next couple of days, bad news is we're going to drag cold front in, and that is going to increase winds out of the east between 10 and 20 miles an hour through Wednesday. The good news on the flip side, those winds will be packing more moisture thanks to some more humid air behind the cold front, and then we'll be looking at increasing chances of showers by Thursday and Friday statewide and through the Four Corners. So we are going to add moisture to the mix here, but we probably will see a little bit in the way of wind before we get there. So a good news, bad news setup for us. Full details coming up in your full forecast.